Welcome to our next segment. I get to know an OVC staffer. Today we have Brian Pulley, the Assistant Commissioner for External Affairs. Brian, briefly tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, went to college, things like that.
Born and raised in Springfield, Tennessee. I went to undergrad at Middle Tennessee State University, former OVC school, and I went to grad school at Belmont University, and pretty much lived in this area my entire life. I did live in Atlanta for a couple years, but I'm a native Tennessean.
Well, part of your job here involves corporate relations and sales. Tell us a little about how the decline in the economy over the past years changed the way you may have done things from the way you may have done things in the past.
Well, I think for everybody it's been a challenge. You may have to be a little more creative in the way you work with sponsors and really listen to what their needs are, because they're going through the same economic struggles as everybody else. But the days of people just throwing thousands of dollars at people for sports sponsorships, those are gone. So you really have to be creative, and you really have to find the right fit with potential corporate sponsors.
Well, you mentioned you're an intern here while in graduate school, and then you left for another job and you came back. So tell us about being an intern here and getting the chance to come back and what the OVC has meant to you.
Well, when I came back I got paid, so that was good. But being an intern here, the experience was invaluable. I got to help a little bit with compliance and media relations, and then my focus was what I'm doing now, though, and that was with the corporate sponsorships and group ticket sales. We didn't have OVC Sports TV when I was here as an intern, so that was a change coming back. But when I got the opportunity to come back as an employee, it was an opportunity I didn't even think twice about passing up, and I was very glad I made the decision to come back.
You mentioned you're a native Tennessean, having grown up in Springfield. Tell us what you love about the Middle Tennessee region.
The people. I mean, it's where I was born and raised, and people are friendly, and it's a great lifestyle around here. You got the big city without some of the big city problems. I love the food here. I love barbecue and the southern food and everything, and then I'm a big football fan, so got the Titans and Tennessee Vols and everything else. So it's who I am, and I love Middle Tennessee.
We're going to turn to your softer side now. We know you're an animal lover, especially stray animals that tend to seek you out. Tell us a little about your love for pets and the pets you currently have.
I must have a magnet on me or something. They tend to find me. Every animal I have, one was thrown out of a moving vehicle into my yard, a cat that I ended up keeping. The other one, I had a little dog that ran in my house and never left, so I ended up keeping that. And then had a puppy that ran up in a friend of mine's yard while he was mowing, and I ended up with that dog. And then just a few weeks ago here at the office, we had a kitten roaming around the parking lot that tend to find me. So I don't know what it is, but they tend to find Dr. Doolittle or something. They tend to find me.
All right, you can have dinner with any two famous people in the world. Who and why?
First would be Michael Jordan. Huge fan. I'm a huge Bulls fan, and he is incredible athlete, but just the way he worked and got better, got cut from his high school team as a sophomore, and then became the greatest player to ever play. So that would be a definite one. I love to just hear some of his old stories. And two would be Billy Gillispie, because I know we would party.
All right, final question. You've been a Tennessee Titans season ticket holder since the beginning here. Tell us a little bit about your love for the Titans and what Sundays and Titans football mean to you.
I mean, I've always wanted pro football growing up here, and so when we got the opportunity to have a team, it was kind of like a dream come true. And something about driving 20 minutes to your house and seeing an NFL game is incredible. And so yeah, I've been a season ticket holder since they got here. Love going to the games. People in my section are kind of like a second family to me now, and we've luckily had a pretty good team, unlike maybe the Browns or somebody like that. So it's been nice to follow a winner as well.
Well, Brian, thanks for joining us on Get to Know an OVC Staffer.